Welcome to Echeverria Travel. This is your host, Cheryl Echeverria, bringing you the best in travel news and interviews with travel partners. We service all U.S. clients since 2008, specializing in premium and luxury travel, 55-plus travelers, those with mobility disabilities, and of course, our veterans. We offer all destinations from around the world. Come along and listen to Cheryl as we talk all things travel.
Good morning. This is Cheryl Echeverria of Echeverria Travel, and welcome to Talk News with Cheryl Echeverria for Monday, August 22nd, 2022. And wow, it's the last Monday in August. It will be Labor Day, and the fall is coming, and the heat here in Florida hopefully will be subsiding a little bit. Today, I'm going to bring you some travel news and also some Labor Day offers. I'll be coming to you on a daily basis through TikTok and Facebook to give you more videos. So follow us on Instagram at EcheverriaTravels.com, as well as Facebook, Echeverria Travels. Also, you may notice, and I hope I get going right, remember, this is on YouTube, so please subscribe and like. Leaving comments. I hope to be getting better doing this as the time goes on. I'm not a professional at podcasting and video blogging and stuff, so I hope to get better at it over time. So if not, we're just gonna have fun with it. Just a fast announcement. Please remember that this Thursday we're going to be live with Katy Rose Friedman from Carnival Cruise Lines. She's my business development manager. She'll be giving us all the new things coming to Carnival and some old things coming to Carnival. And hopefully some special that she could give us just for my people listening live on Zoom. So remember, if you're watching, please register for the Zoom event, which will be happening at 11 o'clock a.m. It will be streamed to Facebook, but to win the goodies, you must be on Zoom. So, and also the registration will be here on my YouTube description of this video information below. So hit the like button, subscribe, tell us how we're doing. Plus, I have a new intro to my videos. There is a little video, and then it has an oral introduction for those of you who are blind, visually impaired, and other disabilities. We want to make sure that you're all involved with it, and we do service people with mobility, visual, and other disabilities as well. Okay, first announcement. I made the announcement, of course, about Katy coming on my show on Thursday, September 1st. Nelson and I were invited to do a ship tour of the MSC Divina. Now, Divina is not one of the newer ships from MSC. In fact, she's been out about 10 years. We did see her back in New York. I have to do a better video for you guys. It was a little fast. And also then her sister ship, that Meraviglia, and I know I'm bad with my Italian, will be coming from Miami over to Port Canaveral starting in October. And since we're on MSC, I'm going to give you the first Labor Day sale. And you can book this through September. Labor Day sale is, you get $500 on board credit with, excuse me, let me start again. With free balcony upgrades, kids sale free. Please remember we service mature, empty nesters, senior citizens. But if you have a family that wants to travel, we'll book it with kids sale free. Up to $500 on board credit for cruises to the Caribbean, the Bahamas, Bermuda, Canada, and New England. And if you've never done MSC, they're the price point of Carnival, I'm going to say, but they're very classy. They're very Italian. They have the water slides. They have activities for the kids. We've been on them. We love MSC. It's not our top 10, But actually, they are the top five. I should say that. Top 10, yes. Top five cruise lines that we like. We've been on the seaside. We hope to be on the seashore. That's over in Miami. And they do have they do alternate ships out of New York going to Bermuda. Travel news on Bermuda. You do no longer need a vaccination to travel to Bermuda starting in September for your sailings, whether you're going out of New York or out of Florida, wherever you want to go. Nelson and I have been many times to Bermuda. It is a beautiful island country. You are there for, depending on how many days you're sailing, 5 days, it's usually 2 days. 7 day cruise, it's 3 days in Bermuda. There's so much to see to do. Sorry, it's live, so yes, I will yawn every once in a while. Bermuda has the pink sand, the history of our country as well, especially with the blockades during the Revolutionary War and Civil War. Yes, the Bermuda Triangle. Whether it's a myth or not, you got great diving out there. So many things to do in Bermuda. Just like us, we've been at least 5 times to Bermuda when we were living in New York. And it's one of the better destinations out of New York, and a fast destination instead of cruising all the way to the Caribbean from New York. So that's that. Next offer, and this is my favorite resort, and people ask me, Cheryl, aren't sandals are for the young people? And I keep saying no. Sandals is for couples in love. And yeah, we see all those young people on the commercials. You know, on my car wrap, I got the young people on my car and stuff with the wrap. Sandals is for everybody in love, and for families, it's beaches, all-inclusive resorts. And don't forget, the new Sandals Dunes River is opening May 2023. And we are accepting new reservations. So what is going on over at Sandals? Well, all of the Sandals offer different specials going on, but there is so if you want to know which ones, they're all offering discounts. If you say 7 days or more, you get 1 night free. You get some spa credits. Remember also, you get everything included. If you're wondering what is not included with the Sandals, is your spa treatment, your excursions. Everything else is included. Okay, if you go shopping, that's not included. But your multi-million-dollar catamaran, your boat, your fishing, your water skiing, your jet skiing, your diving, if you know how to dive, it's included. Pickleball, tennis, golf, it's all included. And if you try to compare a Sandals property with a cruise, remember with a cruise, they're always adding something. You're always adding your alcohol, figure that in. You're always adding in your specialty dining. You're always adding in entertainment. Some entertainment is not included. Okay, your transfers. You got to get to and from the cruise port. Once you fly in, you got to pay for your transfers. That's included with your Sandals and Beaches vacation. Your tips, your gratuities are included with Sandals and Beaches resorts. Unless you get this package or you're going with Virgin Voyages, then your tips are included. You get everything from either your basic luxury room, and there's nothing basic about your luxury rooms. They are gorgeous rooms, all the way up to love nest rooms, where those are the overwater bungalows with butlers and the soaking tubs. And oh my goodness, there's so many things, so many categories. They have 27 different categories of each one of the Sandals products. So remember, if you're thinking about Sandals, they start about $250 per night, per person. If you're thinking about a cruise, it's $100 per night per person. But remember, you've got to add in your drinks and your extras. So that will add up to almost $200 per night, even more, depending on how many days and where you're going. So figure it out. So let me know. I will have more on Labor Day sales once my BDM Chad Long comes back from his touring of one of the destinations with sandals. And he will give me my Labor Day offers to send to you. Finally, today with our offers, we have our Norwegian Cruise Line offer. And just to let you know, this weekend I've been catching up with all my Norwegian Cruise Lines. Oops, I bite. There we go. My Norwegian Cruise Lines updates and about the new ship Suprema that is coming out October of this year to first to Miami, then she's going to Port Canaveral. She's going to be there until March 2023. Then she's going to Europe, which you can book Europe as well with me. Until October, she will be back to Port Canaveral. And then her sister ship next year, in November, they put a little bit of extension on because the Suprema's not exactly ready yet. But the Suprema will be here in Miami. Actually, she's going to Puerto Rico. Yay! First cruise ship to be home ported out of Puerto Rico from Norwegian Cruise Line. And she will be doing Southern Caribbean cruises, which is Aruba, Barbados, Curacao, St. Lucia, and of course other areas around that area. Puerto Rico is not expected to fly into, and they announced the Broadway show that is coming to the Viva. The Viva is going to have 6. That is the Broadway show about the 6 wives of King Henry VIII. And I'm going to have a link in this description about it, so watch it, please. But also some videos. It's fantastic. It's nominated for a number of Tony Awards. And if you're not familiar with Norwegian Cruise Line's Broadway productions, they were the first before Royal or any of the others to offer Broadway shows. Because the head of the entertainment department was originally an entertainer on Broadway. He's now an executive director with Norwegian Cruise Lines. And they have been bringing us the Cotton Club, $1 Million Night, the one about Elvis and Johnny Cash and Jerry Lee Lewis, when they come together and they have one night performing together. We saw that. We saw the Cotton Club. We saw Rock of Ages. We've seen, what else have we seen? The Rockettes, because the Rockettes are the godmother of the Breakaway. So every once in a while, the Rockettes will perform on Norwegian Breakaway. So find out from me when they're performing again. They've had Kinky Boots, and more recently, they have Jersey Boys. That's right, Jersey Boys, a Broadway production on the Norwegian Bliss. Coming to the Norwegian Prima is Summers, Donna Summers Broadway show that was nominated for a Tony Award last year. It is still on Broadway, and these are Broadway productions. These are not put on by the staff of the cruise lines. These are actual Broadway people, performers that are coming, that come to the ships and so much more. Oh yeah, Legends in Concert Resort. That's always in Las Vegas. That's an awesome production. Check which ship you're going to. They have a great show on each one. Mostly the mega ships have the Broadway shows. So check that out with me. I'll let you know which show is performing. We've seen almost every single one of them, and they are awesome. So, what is going on with Norwegian? They are still having the, let's see here, what is Norwegian having? And I'll let you know now. They did change it recently, but I will get the latest information here as we are talking, because I just got a pop-up. And they, as for Labor Day, they're having their free at sea offer. And it's 40% off cruises through 2024. So whether you go to Bermuda, Europe, Alaska, Asia, South America, wherever you're planning on going, the Norwegian Cruise Line will take you there. So it's free at sea, free air, free unlimited open bar, free specialty dining, free excursions, free Wi-Fi, and your second and your third and fourth gas sale free as well. So that's up to almost a $3,000 savings. So you get 40% all cruises. Contact me, Cheryl Echeverria, 631-456-5394. You can text me there. I'm a little off today, but starting tomorrow, I will have more suppliers, especially those for destinations, for land destinations, and more travel news coming. But some great news. Bermuda finally dropped the curtain, so now you can go to Bermuda without having to be vaccinated. Hopefully Canada will do that shortly. And most European countries and places around the world, you do no longer need vaccination for, but you still need the PCR tests. You still need certain places, you need masks. Some places, tourists will not be available if you're not vaccinated. So make sure you're working with a real travel professional. I might not be as professional here on my podcast or my Zooms, but I've been doing this over 15 years, and I love what I do, and we know what we're doing. So again, Cheryl Echeverria Travel, saying good night. Have a great day.
Cheryl Echeverria is a travel professional and can be reached on all social media and can be contacted at 621-456-5394.